brave of you to be here. Thank you so much. First of all, I want to thank you for having the courage to come up and talk to us. And I want to talk a little bit about Dress for Success. And tell me about Dress for Success, how you were introduced, and what you found out about Dress for Success and yourself by being involved.
Hi, my name is Myasia, and I came across Dress for Success through Anchor House. They helped me with the interviews, get a job, and like basically coached me through the process so that I could get through the interview process.
I'm Myasia Livingston. So I came across Anchor House. You did, I think. Came across Anchor House. I believe I was introduced to them by someone that I was working with in the past. I had like a little interview, and they took me in. They accepted me, and I stayed at a shelter for a while. They have introduced me with many resources and have helped me come a long way, mentally, emotionally, financially, and in every way, housing, family, just becoming a better person.
Thanks for sharing. Ms. Delgado, you refer people to us all the time. Let us know the impact of your youth coming to Dress for Success and how that relationship started. I know Kim's right here as well, so talk a little bit about that with us and share with our audience.
Absolutely. So my name is Mereides Delgado, as you all know, and I'm the Director of Young Adult Services at Anchor House. And we have had a long-standing relationship with Dress for Success. Dress for Success has actually helped us have a greater impact on what we do with our young ladies in terms of giving them the confidence that they kind of need to get into, go into an interview and be able to, advocate for themselves, present themselves, put forward their goals, what they're interested in, what this job does, for them, what they're looking to do. We have participated in things like getting the clothing. They've always been tremendous. There are times where there are some interviews that don't fall in line with the inventory sales, and they've always opened their doors to us so that we can bring a young person in and they can take a look at what they need. It expanded beyond that to then be the interviewing skills, the resume writing, the workshops, and those are phenomenal because while we as Anchor House provide those things as life skills and we do role plays and things like that, it's just amazing how having another voice in a different way of having it presented really will communicate. It's kind of like when you're at home and you're telling your young people certain things and then someone else says it and they're like, oh yes, now all of a sudden it makes sense.
Absolutely.
So it really is, it's a phrase that's often coined, right? It takes a village, but it really does take a village. It takes all of us, presenting this information. So the interview skills, the resume writing, the additional workshops, those have all been tremendous to helping to support what we're all trying to do, right, and help young people and young women.
Thank you. Well said. Thank you for that. I also wanted to mention we really focus on the Career Center, and what's very interesting, it becomes such a small world. I know a lot of people today were saying, I saw so many people in the room that I knew. Ironically, Jan Stern, if you can wave up there, and I know Nancy Forrest is here as well, she started working a long time ago and volunteering on the board of Anchor House. And then all of a sudden she shows up at Dress for Success because she has a great HR background. Matter of fact, years ago I tried to knock on her door and we placed some temps through my agency there, so I knew her when she walked through the door as an HR expert. And she's working in the Career Center, and she's working specifically with Anchor House. And even though Kim and I have had a relationship for so many years, she brought that next level of advocacy to be able to connect in a more meaningful way. So I want to talk about, did either one of you have any resume services, and what did you get out of it?
I got my resume done in the Career Center. Like making up a resume sometimes can be difficult, so they actually helped me like put skills down, and like my objectives, and like basically like that attention grabber that you need to get the interview person to like pick you. So yeah.
Well said. Thank you.
So I did not get my resume from Dress for Success. I received it at Mercer County, but I did attend a Zoom meeting with interview tips. They definitely helped out a lot, just letting me know, like, just be yourself, don't be afraid to negotiate your salary or your hourly rate. And, just what you can bring to the table. Jobs like it when you take it above and beyond. So learn a little bit about the job before you step in. Try not to be as fidgety.
That's hard, right? You're not fidgety today. You guys are doing great.
I'm like, when I said that, I was moving my legs a little bit.
No one saw.
So they definitely helped a lot. And I actually shared that with Anchor House. I'm a part of the Youth Advisory Council. I shared it with Anchor House and also a few other organizations that I am a part of. So they helped me to be able to help others.
No, that's really good lesson. So that group is called the Professional Women's Group. So you were in a whole group with people that are getting jobs, and you did one of the workshops. So that was really great that you attended that one. Again, that keeps growing your resume, all of the good work that you guys are doing to get ahead. So I want to ask this question, and this is digging down deep to really kind of brag about yourself a little bit and talk about the good stuff. I want to ask you, what makes you uniquely you? Tell me a little bit about what you learned and some great attributes about yourself.
I would consider myself strong. I am a mother to 4 beautiful children. That takes a lot, actually, because I actually have 2 babies. Passionate. I'm very passionate. And I'm a people person. A lot of people tend to gravitate towards me because I don't know why, actually. And
You know why.
I know a whole person's story, and I wouldn't even, you wouldn't even be able to tell that we're strangers, and because the other person they're open up to me and stuff. So yeah.
Nice. Thank you.
So what makes me uniquely me is that I cannot be broken. I have been through, a lot. I've been bullied growing up. I think that it gave me a different kind of heart because I don't want anybody else to experience things like that. So I have a very happy spirit. I love to make people laugh. Literally, if the situation is, maybe down at the moment, the mood, I'll just try anything to get that person out of that feeling because I know it sucks. So I feel like that's what makes me uniquely me. Everything that I've been through just helps build my character. I accept and love everything that I've been through. I love myself. I tell myself that every day in the mirror. I might miss a day or so, but I tell myself a lot, so I feel like that makes me unique.
So that was going to be my next question. Do you have some advice for somebody that's young, because you guys are young, that's coming up and saying, oh my gosh, I can't get through this? What advice would you give? And you just kind of mentioned it, if you want to elaborate on that, and then we'll go to Myasia.
So my advice for a young person would be to never give up. The situation is not what it looks like, and I also would like to tell them to try taking the word worry out of your vocabulary. Growing up, I've always been told, you need to worry about your grades, you need to worry about, so it's kind of put in our heads to worry, and worrying is always bigger than the situation actually is, so that would be some advice.
Very nice.
My advice would be just don't let your past be your future. Your past is your past. Leave it there and become the beautiful person, honest person that you are today, really. So
That's wonderful. Thank you. So there is a theme that runs through all the Dress for Success programs, and I'm just going to read it. We say, you are loved, you are enough, you are beautiful, you are worthy, you are strong, you are smart, and most of all, you're braver than you know by joining the Dress for Success family up here today. So proud of all of you. Thank you so much for being here.
thank you.
You got this. You did this.